Wassail. So, how was your lunar eclipse? I had a power cut. Got plunged into darkness, and I'm a little still in the darkness now. It's dawn. The moon is just here in the sky behind, and I've been watching it glisten over the sea since dawn. Yeah, it was expect the unexpected. I was plunged into darkness. I had no candles. Fortunately, a neighbour came to the rescue with some tea lights. The Portuguese are the most beautiful people. They're so kind and helpful. It's really an honour to be here. So let's have a little look at the solar eclipse. But before we do that, I'm just going to draw everyone's attention to my beautiful friend Zoe. She is a fire Reiki goddess, and she's just done her first video down at Fairlight, which is a favourite beach of mine. I'm going to put a link to her video in the description box. If you open it, pop across. She's so powerful. It's amazing. Healing energy. It's a beautiful location that she's in, outdoors, and no beard envy. She looks like she's got a bigger beard than Santa Claus, but believe me, it's a collar. So we're going to have a look at the solar eclipse that's coming on the 14th of December, because we're now basically in conjunction mode. We've had the lunar eclipse. We're now just 2 weeks from the solar eclipse. So the solar eclipse energy is already powerfully building. And then that's leading us towards the great conjunction on the 21st of the 12th, the December solstice. So we're going to have a little look. I think today I want to kind of do the sun, the moon, and the magic between. Seems to be what we're looking for. So can we please have some information about this solar eclipse of the Luminous Warrior, please? Can we have information for the moon? No, the sun. Let's do the sun first. They didn't fall. I really want them to fall. So can we please... Oh, on the floor. Actually, I need to pick it up because it's a wet floor. What's the sun up to? What's the sun up to? What's the moon up to? What's the moon up to? What's the moon up to? And what's the magic in between? What's the magic in between? Oh! What's the magic in between the Luminous Warrior and the magic? Beautiful. So, let's add Moonology. Moonology, please. A card for the sun. A card for the sun. I can't believe that. That's so fabulous. So, okay, a personal issue reaches resolution. And the moon. The answers you need are coming. And the magic in between. What's the magic in between? Aside from magic. Beautiful magic. Solar magic. Oh, there we go. Luck is on your side. So, I'm going to add a cosmic reading card. then I'll read, and then we'll add some tarot to clarify. So for the sun, we have transformation, 33 transformation. Transformation of the three-dimensional reality. And the moon, please. And the moon, please. Moon. Oh, it's gone now. It's gone. I don't expect you could see it in the video. My camera's not that great in definition. So, the moon. What do you want to say now you've dipped away, moon, about this solar eclipse and what's going on? What do you want to say, moon? What do you want to say, moon? Oh, nothing. What do you want to say, moon? Oh, beautiful. Move forward to self-worth. 2 cards. And the magic in between, please. The magic in between. The magic in between. Can we please... Ooh! Oh, they've gone a long way away. And there's one, excuse me, there's one that's vanished. I think it's gone underneath. I can't see it. Oh no, it's there. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. So, let's begin. So, the sun. For the sun we have Taming of the Wind and the Coyote. So immediately that I saw the Taming of the Wind, it was solar winds, taming of the cosmic winds. It's 55. It's the 5th dimensional frequency. That's this frequency of love that we're building. That's this wonderful, beautiful energy of love and trust that we're bringing into being. I just want to say, I don't know whether it will come out in your video, but there's like a beautiful, gentle, soft aquamarine ray running across this video, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a very healing paradise ray frequency. And then we have 12. Do we have a 21? Oh no, we have another 12. And we are in December now, but this is Divine Detours. So this is talking about the sun is bringing an ending, taming the divine detours that we've all been on, those aspects of ourselves that we can't trust, those elements in which we don't believe in ourselves because we've been programmed for so long not to believe. And that's why this is the eclipse of the Luminous Warrior, who's here for his own story. So a personal issue reaches resolution. So as the moon passes across the sun, and this is to do with I want to say families, but not necessarily blood family. I want to say it's a personal issue that's in your DNA that's reaching a conclusion, and it's a transformation, and it's a worldly physical transformation. This is 33. This is you being transformed by this calming of the solar cosmic winds and re-emerging into something new. And it's time out. It's what it's talking about is the power of the Yggdrasil tree. So at that moment when the eclipse takes place over Chile and Argentina, at that moment, that time out, that moment out of time will be a transformative moment where if you can find a place to meditate, because for most of us we won't see this eclipse, and watching it online is not the purpose. The purpose is to settle into the energies, and I'm gonna say it again, go and sit with a tree. If you can sit with a tree, the Yggdrasil energy of the tree will magnify this moment. The tree, the natural world, will take you on a journey out of time during this eclipse. And that's really important, because this is about transforming your molecules, and the tree is best able to take you into the earth grid and really change not just your molecules but your consciousness, and how your frequency of divine self-love wires itself to your molecules, which is a really beautiful thing. So let's have some clarifiers for that. I feel like we'll have the Muse Tarot. It's a bit nippy out here this morning, and I don't feel the cold. The sun's up behind me, but it doesn't come here until later on in the morning, which is why I'm in the darkness. I feel like I've been in the darkness since last night. There's been storms flashing all morning over this side and all last night once we had the power cut and all the heavy rain. But I still feel like I'm in the dark. Anyway, can we have some clarifiers, please, for the motion of the sun? Some clarifiers, please, for the motion of the sun. I can sense the energy of the sun all around me. I just can't feel its beautiful warmth. It's shining on other buildings. Can we please have some clarifiers? Oh, that's beautiful. This is merging with nature. That's how we fix our Luminous Warrior. This Yggdrasil magical moment is to join our frequency with the natural world, because our molecules, our heart chakra of the natural world, or the lower heart chakra, is connected to the natural world. And so it's really imperative, and I want to say that again, imperative, that we connect with nature. We're fixing our sacral, but as we wire our sacral in, the sun is going to help us to connect from the sacral to the natural world. Maybe the moon will help us to attach and link into our consciousness, but this is a very huge frequency of merging. What else would you like to tell us, please? What else would you like to tell us, please? Being drawn to lots of seabirds that are encircling, and then one's flown off in a completely separate direction, and that one's saying that it's really essential to remember we're healing ourselves, and by healing yourselves you heal the collective. So you pull away from everything at this solar eclipse and fix you. So, what else would you like to say, please? Muse Tarot. What else would you like to say, please, Muse Tarot? That one's jumped onto the bench next to me. I could sense that card when it fell out. I was like, if we're in this deck with all these wonderful materials as the natural world. Muse of materials. This is the keyhole that's opening with this solar eclipse. The key to a better, brighter Eden style. And it's like a new dawn is what they're putting into my head. And just this prolific abundance of new knowledge, new uploads, new information coming to us, new ways of communing with the natural world and understanding the natural world. And then we have the Hierophantrix. Look at that card to show. This is when we reach balance. They're saying that this doesn't happen on the eclipse, but this is what's waiting through the keyhole. So Hierophantrix energy is when we reach that epiphanal point of our molecules, our divine, our masculine molecules becoming divine. That's the point at which the frequency, the tune, the melody of our consciousness is able to begin to play a new frequency, a new symphony of the soul, and that brings total balance. And we haven't had any sense of balance within our bodies and our consciousness for millennia, and that's what's coming. We're moving forwards into that frequency. It's a frequency of change, but it's very epiphanal. So now let's have a look at the moon. The moon begins with the hunter and the sacrifice. So we have 27, divine 9, hunting for the divine, and 44, which is ancestors. And we're letting go of our ancestral traumas. We're hunting them out. The moon is going to help to illuminate those distortions and transform them for us. 44 is the master number of the fourth dimension, and for me the fourth dimension is where our spirit guides, our ancestors reside. It's like I want to say a waiting station, but it's a place in which the frequency of spirit is best able to move between the three-dimensional world and the five-dimensional realities that we're weaving together now. And then we have the answers you need are coming, and this is Gemini. Last night's lunar eclipse was in Gemini, and so as I said, this eclipse last night was the opening frequency for this next 3 weeks. It's just, look, we're 20 days away from the Great Conjunction. And so the answers are coming. What are the answers? Moving forward to self-worth. Self-worth is the Luminous Warrior frequency. So I'm getting a real sense of the need and the importance of stargazing. We need to look at the stars. We need to start to be aware of the greater cosmic energies that are out there. And this self-worth is downloads coming in to go with the uploads from the sun. So between the two, we're working together to heal our emotions, to create grown-ups. We need to grow up. We need to be emotionally strong. We need to stand in our truthful frequencies and know that that is the answers that we seek. So the answers that we need, that the ancestors are helping us to see, the traumas that we need to change, that are stretched in between the polarity of dark and light, fear and love, are being brought to us so that we can offer them up and transform ourselves. And stop hunting then, you know, settle into the final week from the solar eclipse to the Great Conjunction. And remember, Saturn moves into Aquarius, which is an air sign, on the 17th, and Jupiter follows it on the 19th, and then 2 days later, on the 21st, on the December solstice, we reach this Great Conjunction in Aquarius. This is going to be massively energetically transforming. So let's have some clarifiers for the moon. Can we please have some clarifiers for the moon? Can we please... working with our ancestors to clean up our consciousness patterns so that we can clean up our blueprints. So we have the Seven of Materials. Okay. We have beautiful 13 frequency, death, transformation, rebirth. I'm being given the sense of this rebirth being individual and collective, global, but we have to approach it from an individual standpoint. 13 frequency is when we allow ourselves to just flow out of time, not to feel the constraints of 12 frequency, which is when we lock ourselves into time. We need to step out of time, and that's what we're getting with this eclipse. A brief moment to feel that transformative death and rebirth frequency. And we have the Muse of Emotions. So the sun is providing the divine masculine muse energy, and then the moon is providing the emotional muse. That's really very, very beautiful. I'm loving my cards at the moment. They keep being so perfect. This is regenerative. The starfish is all about regeneration. This is also about the maturity. Look at the way in which she's drinking from the cup of emotions, because all of her emotions now are grown up. They're honest. They're beautiful emotions. So that transformation that's coming as the moon passes the sun is to bring our emotions into alignment. And then that's bringing down the Seven of Materials. Now, I mean, this is a card that's very much about a very matter-of-fact kind of bride, but that's not... I mean, they are saying cosmic bride in my head, but it's more to do with the galactic center of the universe. At that moment when the moon moves in front of the sun, it's like the veil that through which our consciousness comes in the galactic center of the universe, which is in Sagittarius. And remember, we're in Sagittarius now, so the sun is in Sagittarius, and that's going to allow, as the moon also births in Sagittarius, for this opening, for this new energy of a harvest. You know, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Materials, is about harvest. It is about having put the work in, having done, having faced your shadows, having worked towards this luminous warrior, and allowing that energy to flow in. And then it's talking about how this will become an inspiration, a new spark, a new language, a new emotional joy. And then we have the Three of Materials, weaving together a new reality. So this divine inspiration that it's almost, I'm being, in my head, I'm being shown an image of the Great Conjunction beginning to fall like raindrops, but each raindrop is energized with all this beautiful cleansing chakra energy that will flow through our entire beings. But you have to be open to it. You have to have faced your shadows. You have to know that you're prepared to be grown up in your emotions and not be what was the old damaged child, but become the luminous warrior. So now let's look at the magic in between. Oh, 3233. I didn't notice that at first. I was too excited at the fact that it was the magic of the luminous warrior. What can I say about these two? The magic in between the sun and the moon is the healing magic, the transformative energy of self-love. I feel like I need to just leave that there, because that's what this is about. It's about self-love. So, oh no, that's even more beautiful. What's the magic in between? A new moon in Sagittarius, and that's exactly what it is. I kind of want to weep a little bit at the beauty of this. I was very unsettled when I first came here to Portugal, and it wasn't the place, because the people and the place are absolutely beautiful, but the energy was just still on this very dense, heavy, uncomfortable, bloating, you know, my stomach hurt. And now it just feels completely joyous here and completely magical. This energy of this ocean, it's the Atlantic, by the way, in case you're wondering. So what do we have with this beautiful luck coming down with this? Honestly, I feel a little bit like I can't carry on, because I'm really moved. My heart feels like it's pushing from inside my, and I mean my heart, not both of them, they're together. That's what's been happening for me since I arrived here in Odisha. So we have 12 and 18. Emotions and intuition. Now that's really interesting. They're saying to me that there's something emotional coming on the 18th of the 12th, which is the day between Saturn moving into Aquarius and Jupiter joining it. There's something magical coming. I want to say to everybody, but that isn't quite true. It comes to you if you've grown up through this solar eclipse. So you allow your Luminous Warrior to come online, and if you can bring your Luminous Warrior online, love the natural world and connect with your emotions, there's a gift. There's some kind of beautiful download, an intuitive emotional fragment that's going to be the key. Okay, the key. And what is the key? The golden crown. This is beautiful. And this is 14. The 14th of the 12th, this golden crown, this, they're saying to me the point at which the corona over the sun is the birthing of this gift. So you do your meditation for the eclipse and you allow the energy of the sun's corona to transform your consciousness, to bring it into alignment with your body and your molecules. Thank you. So let's just put some tarot down. Oh, that's so lovely. So can we please have a little bit more information about the gift and the magic? The gift and the magic. The gift and the magic. The gift and the magic. 2. 10 of inspiration. Unburdening. When the moon brings this information down, it's unburdening us. All of those echoes through time, from ancestor after ancestor, growing, 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 till you have it. It's time to take this little jug and to change. Look, there's magic coming out the back of the jug. You transform it with your Luminous Warrior, and that frequency, this fractal, becomes something else. It completely transforms, and we have the Empress. This is emotional femininity. This is the love of life. This is the planetary alignments that are coming. And I feel Saturn and Jupiter are here with the Earth, Mars. I want to say there's this, I want to say like Nibiru. It's okay, so in my head they're saying to me that there's a ghost planet. And this ghost planet is like an ethereal realm in which spirits reside. And Pluto as well. So there's some kind of transformation that's to do with this death card and sacrificing the... It's like this is the 4th dimension. Okay, so I need some more information on that before we end. So, can you please explain this ethereal 4th dimension planetary alignment that's to do with... Oh, oh, oh. There's a lot of cards for, oh goodness. Oh goodness. So, it began with the Night of Inspiration, and the only thing that immediately was pushed into my head by Spirit was, at last, you got there. And they set off a firework inside my head to say, this is the message that has been hidden behind the veil that we weren't allowed to see until now. And now we have to prepare for this message. We've had all kinds of pieces to do with it. What is this message? It's the unfreezing of the fractals. So the emotions, because we've got to this point of mature, grown up, fun-loving, self-loving, luminous warrior frequency, this melts the old fractal repeat patterns that are trapped in our ancestral DNA, that our love-filled consciousness has been winding around. And this comes with this beautiful card. This is a 7 of inspiration, but this is Odal. This is the rune of spiritual inheritance. This is the gift that's coming with this new frequency, our spiritual inheritance. It's a couple of surfers going down to the beach, and I just want to say, every day that the surfers walk by, they bring with them this energy. It's really interesting. They come down to go to the sea, and the sea is the thing that they love more than anything. And it's so beautiful to witness the energy that all the surfers bring, their joy, their happiness, their love of the natural world. It's a really beautiful frequency. So back to, this is the energy being pulled open by the magic of the solar eclipse to bring towards us the fast, rapid, this is an 8, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So this is talking about the rapid movement towards the conjunction that this solar eclipse is setting up. It's talking about the day after, and the day after is the point at which we reach 6 of emotions. The point at which we reach, this is coming across with multiple layers. This is the card of soulmates, it's the card of mirrored souls, but firstly, it's this notion of bringing your luminous warrior into being, holding a mirror to your own self-love, and inside now, because you've allowed your emotions to be adult, your old inner child is happy. It's happy to have been allowed to grow up and to still be playful. But it's also talking about how this 21st of the 12th is bringing forwards the energy of mirrored souls, higher frequency connections coming towards us. And we end with the sun and the 10 of materials. This solar eclipse and the great conjunction that's following is about a total wish fulfillment and bringing us into this wonderful, beautiful collective energy. Not on the 22nd. We've got to move all the way through the following year working on the judgment of the world, 2021. But this is about this frequency becoming rooted and blooming. Look, we're rooted into our communities, into the world, and yet our consciousness is blooming with joy and love, that energy of the Empress. So there's a terrible temptation for me to pull another card, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it there because I think there will be other readings about this. Very interesting, that little secret that just came through that I've already forgotten. Oh, I have to watch the video myself to see what it was that they just revealed to us. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I just want to say again, I love you all very much, and I really hope that these messages are reaching you in the healing frequency of love that they're intended to. It's really, really important for us to grow and feel mature and be able to say to people, I love you, you know, because they're such simple words and they're thrown around so willy-nilly, so easily, and they're not meant, and there's an awkwardness often with people. So maybe today, just say to somebody, do you know something? I really, really love you with my whole heart. And that's the important thing, with my whole heart. Anyway, that's my reading today. I'm still loving this aquamarine paradise ray that we have running across the video. And I look forward to doing another reading for you all very, very soon. Wassail.